Well, Doc, I mean, it wasn't
Ain,
really...
Ain,
yeah.
Listen. The police are all over me. The press has been outside of my fucking house, and the board is breathing down my neck, Ain.
Doc, you gotta believe me. That wasn't supposed to happen.
I don't want your excuses. Do you think I give a shit what was supposed to happen? Do you think I give a shit? I mean, this is a middle school lock-in, Ain.
I'm sorry,
it's
Doc.
A middle school. You go in, you sign the NDA, and you do your job. I mean, what the fuck is wrong with you?
I guess I was unclear about what I could and couldn't do.
Ain, this is the stupidest fucking conversation I've ever had in my life. I mean, we gotta stop the whole Brain of Ain segment at the end of every show. I mean, who wants to listen to that?
No, Doc. I mean, please reconsider.
Yeah, I don't know where you get off sounding like such an asshole and being such an idiot at the same time. I mean, it is remarkable.
Those are my journal entries that I share with our listeners.
I don't care what you and your boyfriend write down in your diary, okay? I mean, it is done.
Doc, please, can we just talk about that later? I mean, what's the plan for today? What are we doing?
I don't know. Go on the air.
Okay.
Play some fucking songs. Crack some jokes. Don't talk about the lock-in.
Okay.
Act like nothing happened over the weekend. I mean, is this hard for you to understand? I mean, Jesus Christ.
Well, I mean,
is
Doc,
this call on the air?
Oh, I'm sorry, Doc.
Ain,
Please fix that.
Second time this has happened.
I know. I'm sorry, Doc.
Second time. Are you fucking retarded?
88.6 WFRT. 88.6 WFRT. Blasting out the hits. Crazy Ain in the morning.
Good morning, you wacky Aniacs. It's your host, Crazy Ain, back on the airwaves. You know, bringing you some rockin' tunes and some good times to get you through your Monday. I hope you all had a killer weekend. I know mine was, it was okay. But, you know, let's not get into all that. Sometimes, you know, things happen and we got to keep moving. Yeah, life throws some crazy curveballs your way, but the show must go on. I mean, we got a great lineup today. We have all the hits coming and an exclusive interview with Chef Ted. Can you believe it? He's going to perform his double flip pineapple split later on in the show. You don't want to miss that. Well, let's just open up the phone lines and, we could talk about some of our Monday morning pet peeves. Like this morning I spilled some coffee on my lap and, oh boy, I wasn't ready for that. It really woke me up. All right, so WFRT, what's your pet peeve? Would you lose a shoe?
Yeah, it's a little more serious than that, Ain. I'll tell you what got me down. My daughter, she's missing.
Oh, sheesh.
She's still missing.
Sheesh. Well, I'm sorry to hear that. When was the last time you saw her?
The last time I saw her is when I dropped her off at the middle school lock-in over the
weekend. Oh, boy.
I need answers, Ain. Nobody is talking, and I know that you
I
were
signed
there.
an NDA, and I cannot speak about that. All right, I'm sorry. Next caller.
Hi, hello.
Hi.
I'm just calling to piggyback on the last caller.
Okay.
First of all, I want to say that it's absolutely devastating that he hasn't found his daughter yet.
Yeah, I know.
And I hope that she's safe.
Me too.
I also would like to bring up that since the lock-in, my son has been having intense night terrors.
Really?
He'll just wake up screaming at the top of his lungs.
That's terrible.
And if he's not screaming at the top of his lungs, he's sleepwalking. Walking around the house, grunting, blinking like a pig.
Really?
I mean, and I can't wake him up.
No.
Because that can be traumatic.
Exactly.
I mean,
Bryce, that's horrible. I'm so sorry.
He's doing it right now.
Is that?
Bryce, go back to bed. Go back to. All right.
Oh my God.
I want answers. I don't know what the hell happened.
I know.
At that lock-in,
I can't talk about it though.
We need answers.
I can't speak about it right now. I'm so sorry.
How convenient.
I'm sorry.
You coward.
Well, let's try to lighten the mood here. We're going to play a song, and then we'll be back for an exclusive interview with Chef Ted. I can't believe it. He's going to be performing his world's famous double flip pineapple split live on the air. You don't want to miss this. We'll be right back.
WFRT. I got
Ladies and gentlemen, you're back with Crazy Ain. And today I've got a guest who could carve out a slice of heaven with a flick of his wrist.
Shut up.
A
Just
man.
stop. Just stop it.
Oh.
Just shut up. Is this how you talk to your audience?
Well, we like to have fun here. Well,
I know you really got your work cut out for you, trying to entertain the loyal listeners of WFRT. What a disgusting name for a radio station. What does that stand for, huh?
Sheesh.
Let me
well,
guess.
Well, it stands for First Response Team.
Yeah, I'm sure it does,
David-
Zane, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's cut right into it. Chef Ted, everybody. Chef.
Yeah, hurry up. What do you got?
So, how's life treating you in the world of blades?
What?
You still sharpening those skills, I assume?
Yeah. Okay, let's stop right there, shall we? I'm here to discuss the art and precision of my craft, and most importantly, talk about my book.
Yes, Chef. Of course. Let's talk about your book. It's called No Matter Which Way You Slice It, The Life of a Genius Living on the Edge of a Blade. Right?
No, it's called Slice to Perfection, The Razor's Edge of Culinary Genius.
Sheesh, I'm sorry, Chef. I really didn't mean to stir the pot. Maybe before we get too deep into the sauce, would you mind talking about those famous late-night infomercials you used to do? I know a lot of our listeners would really love that.
That's not why I'm here. I'm not speaking about that.
But for those who don't know, Chef Ted used to perform these wild tricks to sell his knives on infomercials. His most famous one was called the double flip pineapple split, where he would do 2 flips and in mid-air slice a pineapple in half to demonstrate how powerful his knives were. It was truly remarkable.
You know, you're really pissing me
I'm
off.
sorry, Chef. I'm just trying to have a little fun.
Simpleton.
I'm just thinking of the time one of my buddies tried to recreate one of your tricks and...
Are you okay?
Oh my God!
All right, listen.
Well, I guess you had to be there.
Yeah, I'm sure. I have moved on from those tricks.
All right, let's take this off the burner and serve up a new dish with a phone call from one of our listeners. WFRT, you're on the air live with Crazy Ain and Chef Tud.
Chef Tud, are you okay? I'm serious.
I'm sorry.
Are you okay?
I'm sorry. I just can't stop thinking about my buddy doing your. Oh my God.
Yeah, hello, Ain, hello.
Oh,
It's
hi,
Francesco
Vincenzo.
Rigogati.
This is a man of many talents. What's on your mind?
This Chef Ted guy.
Oh, do you have a question for Chef Ted?
You there, Chef Ted?
Yes, where do you think I am?
Yeah, good. Oh, I got something to say to you.
Oh.
I've been stewing
boy.
on some
okay,
opinions.
tough guy.
Okay,
Just say it.
ready? You
Just
ready?
say it.
You, sir, are a giant undercooked chicken.
Excuse
Oh.
me. Take
Slow
that back.
roasted even. Quite funny.
Oh,
You're
Vinny.
underseasoned, you're fatty.
Well. I'm under-seasoned.
Oh,
No.
calm
You're
down.
under-seasoned, buddy.
Tendons are all flopping around. You are not
Tendons?
cooked
Oh,
to
boy.
perfection like
All
Mama's
right,
famous gravy.
Vinny, I gotta ask you to simmer down for a moment.
You don't tell me to simmer down, Ain! You don't tell me to simmer down! Only my dumb shit fucking wife tells me to simmer down, okay, Ain? What kind of supposed famous chef doesn't do his world-renowned, famous pineapple upside down flip live on the radio?
Enough. My craft
Well-
and precision
Well,
is
I
not
don't
a
mean to
circus
cut
act.
you off, Chef, but I gotta say that Vinny does have a point.
Oh.
While your book is probably incredible, I think a lot of our listeners were hoping you would perform the double flip pineapple split live on the air today. Is that
No.
something you would be up for?
No.
What do you think?
No, Ain. Stop asking.
You are a giant fucking chicken, sir! No wonder your restaurant closed on opening night,
Oh.
you stupid fucking jamoke!
Vincenzo, listen,
Ah!
I'd have to let you go.
Ah!
let
You
you go.
fucking chicken!
This is truly unbelievable,
Well,
Ain.
Chef, this might be a tender topic for you, but
Oh,
can we
great.
talk about your short-lived restaurant, Tedicini's Italian Bistro and Lounge on the water, and the incident that led to its closure on opening night?
Well, yes, Ain, that's exactly what I would like to talk about. Jesus, fuck.
Well, let's peel back the layers and get to the core of it.
Sure. Well, a couple of business partners and I opened up Tedicini's Italian Bistro and Lounge on the water. It was supposed to be an evening of unparalleled elegance.
At Tedicini's Italian Bistro and Lounge, nestled on the water's edge where luxury meets romance. Indulge in our exquisite Italian cuisine, each dish a masterpiece of flavor and artistry. Savor our meticulously handcrafted cocktails And on opening night, let the enchanting melodies of And All That Jazz serenade you, as their smooth tunes set the perfect mood for an unforgettable evening. Tedicini's Italian Bistro and Lounge, where every moment is a touch of sophistication, every flavor a masterpiece,
And
every
every evening an
an
affair
affair
to remember.
Wow. So you really had all of the ingredients for a perfect evening.
Shut your mouth and let me talk.
Oh, sorry, Chef.
Anyway, one of my business partners, or ex-business partners, I should say, was in charge of the entertainment for that evening. All I wanted was a smooth jazz band to really capture the tone of Tedicini's. And all he did was find some flyer from some band who shortened their name to, now get this, And All That Jazz. And for him, that was good enough.
So when did you notice things start to get a little fishy?
Ain, you're pissing me off. I started to notice things weren't right when the band started performing, if you even want to call it that. Well, first, they started performing a song where they started screaming that my bistro sucks.
This bistro sucks!
Then they had the audacity to tell the audience to dismantle my bistro.
Are you sure that that's what they were suggesting?
Yes, Ain.
Dismantle the bistro! Dismantle the bistro! Dismantle!
And so they were not at all a jazz band?
No, they were not a jazz band at all.
You thought we were a jazz band, but we're not at all.
Sheesh. Well, I did find out that the band was actually called God Cannot Save Your Soul, From the Obituaries, so on and so forth, and All That Jazz. And am I correct in that they released this recording
Yes,
without
Ain,
your permission?
They did release a recording of that performance without my permission. I have been in a legal battle with Joe Obituary for what seems like an eternity.
Ah, sheesh. Sorry, Chef, I don't mean to cut you off again, but we have another phone call. WFRT.
Yeah, Ain, one more thing I forgot to say to Chef Ted. Chef Ted, you listening?
Oh, it's Danny Rigatoni or whatever.
Your personality is as dull as your shitty, fucking cheap-ass knife.
oh.
What a pile of dog shit
Ah,
these
sheesh.
knives are.
Listen,
Only a
it's
fucking
not
guys,
chicken
relax.
would sell these
It's the
plastic
Imperial
pieces
Edge
of shit.
collection.
My God!
You-
My God!
You're
Thank
a
you.
plastic piece of shit. Oh, you know, if I had my Imperial Edge knife collection set and several Sugarloaf pineapples on me, I would just do the goddamn trick so I could get the fuck out of here and never talk to any
Wow,
of you again.
seriously? You're gonna do the trick? Hold
No.
on, Chef.
That's not what I said.
Oh, boy. I got a whole box of them right here. Oh,
You put them in
There
a
it is.
cardboard box.
the signature Chef Ted Imperial Edge Collection. Woo! And I also have 3 Sugarloaf pineapples.
Ugh,
What do you say,
gross.
Chef?
Ew. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do some warm-up tricks because these knives are so disgusting and dull. I don't know what you did to these. Go on, fetch me one of the pineapples. Put it right here.
Oh, sheesh. I'm getting a lot of pineapple juice on the floor. It's it's getting a little sticky over here.
Do you want me to do this?
Yes, Chef.
Then shut up.
Aye, aye, Captain.
You know what? Forget the warm-ups. I'm gonna stand right here. You go on the other side of the room with the pineapple, okay?
Well, there's a lot of wires over there. Maybe you should come to my side of the room instead.
No. I do it right here, or I don't do it at all. Do you understand?
Yes, Chef.
Thank you. Put on the music. Yeah. Now I'm in the zone. Yeah. Chef Ted, the world needs you more than ever.
Chef, are you ready?
Ain, are you ready?
Oh, I was waiting for you. Are you done doing that?
Yes, are you ready to throw that pineapple?
Yes, Chef. I've been waiting my entire life.
All right. 3, 2.
Chef, don't
Ted,
get those wires
1.
wet with the pineapple
Chef
juice.
Ted, go. Ow.
Watch out for the juice. Sheesh. Chef. Don't move. Exposed wire. 1 inch from your...
Have to leave
Chef. If you move, it will cut all of the...
now.
No!
Yeah, I don't want to hear it anymore, Ain.
Doc,
I don't want to hear it.
I know,
What the
Doc,
hell's
listen,
happening?
listen.
I've got dead air. There are sponsors calling me.
I know, but...
there are listeners dropping. I mean, what the hell
it wasn't
is going on,
really
Ain?
my fault. I mean, Chef Ted was here.
Wait a minute. Chef Ted was there today?
Yeah. Why?
Ain, you were supposed to tell me when Chef Ted was coming in.
I didn't know, Doc.
Seriously?
I didn't know
mean,
it was today.
Seriously. Why do you think I've had that pineapple sitting on my fucking desk for the last week?
I don't know. I thought you were going to eat it.
I was going to have Chef Ted sign that for my ex-wife. Thanks, Ain.
Thank
Sheesh,
you. I'm sorry.
Man, I wish you told me, Ain. I wish you told me. I mean, how did the rest of the interview go?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it went great, I think.
Good.
But it turns out that he had a book that he wanted to talk about, but I mean, I had no idea about that. And
yeah, and he was doing a book tour. I mean,
Well, nobody told me that.
It was right there in the notes.
Oh, yeah. Yep, I see that right here now.
Unbelievable, Ain.
Sheesh. Well, we got him to do the double flit pineapple split live on the air. I mean, that was...
Unbelievable. I mean, he hasn't performed that trick in at least 2 decades. I mean, was he still able to do it? Well, did he do it okay?
He did okay. He did all right, but it was the pineapple juice that got everywhere. That's what soaked the wires and shorted the power. Yeah, that's why we lost the feed. And I'm working on it, though. I mean, you can hear I got the generator running right now. We should be back on air any second.
We got to talk about what happened over the weekend, okay?
I know, Doc.
Do you have any idea what kind of trouble we're in?
No.
I mean, what you've done to this station? What you've done to me?
Well, I mean, I have an idea,
Ain,
but...
The police are involved, but my family can't go anywhere without reporters harassing us.
Sheesh.
But my ex-wife, she can't even take steps into school without the cameras in her face. It's all because of you, Ain.
Well, I didn't think any of this would happen, Doc.
Ain,
you gotta believe me.
Listen, the board doesn't even want you here anymore. They're done with you.
Really?
Nobody wants to be associated with a suspected terrorist.
Doc, listen.
Do you get that?
Yeah,
that's how bad this is.
That's not what I am.
I'm
I'm not.
station in jeopardy, and now we have to clean up your mess.
You know that I didn't mean to do any
Look,
of this.
Ain,
Come on,
I've
Doc.
tried to protect you. I've done everything I can to keep the board off your back, but we're out of options.
Sheesh.
The station's future is on the line, and so is yours.
What do you mean?
The truth is, your future at WFRT is...
Doc.
Uncertain.
No. Doc.
Very uncertain.
Doc, come on. We have to figure this out.
If things don't turn around and fast, it's not a question of if, it's a question of when.
Yeah.
We can't keep paying off the press and handling your legal messes forever.
Doc, I'm going to figure this out.
The station's bleeding, Ain. I mean, we even have these suspicious wire transfers going overseas, and I have
Doc,
no idea
we're back
what
on
the
the
fuck
air.
that's
I got to
about.
go back on the air.
Okay,
You
all right,
wacky
go,
maniacs.
all right.
Sorry about the technical difficulties. We only have a few minutes left, but don't worry. We still have time to take a step into the brain of Ain. I would like to leave you with a few words from my journal. We are all ingredients tossed into the cosmic stew, but not everyone gets seasoned equally. Like a pineapple, life presents itself as sweet on the inside, but first, It makes you wrestle with the armor of thorns before you taste a single drop of joy. We are all just knives in life's kitchen, dulling with each futile slice, rusting in the chaos, yet still expected to perform with precision. We are all just grains of rice in the boiling pot of life. Some float to the top, while others burn at the bottom. Stew on that. I've been your host, Crazy Ain, and you're listening to WFRT.
This has been an Obscurest vinyl production with additional funding from Big Doc DeLuca, Scuzz's dad, and people like you.